All right, let's hope this starts up. Come on, it's lagging already.
Oh no.
There we go, we're up on the screen. Okay, I'm going to hit go live.
Cool.
Oh, it says I need a title. Uh-oh. The suspense. All right, I'm pretty sure.
I can see it says live.
Is it
okay,
live?
Yeah.
Just look. I can't see it. All right. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today in our Biohacking Global Success Stories group. I'm very excited to share this information with you with our beautiful Tamara. Now, Tamara is someone that lives on the Sunshine Coast like myself. I've gotten to know her over the last few months, and she is just someone who has the biggest heart, amazing knowledge, and she also has a blog which she does some really good writing on and is really authentic and opens up about her life. So go and check that out. If you can put that in the comments for them tomorrow later on, that would be awesome.
Oh.
But today Tamara is going to be talking about a healthy mind platter. And I'll just give you a bit of information on Tamara before we go into her talk. So she's a stay-at-home mum. She loves anything to do with personal development and mindset. She loves connecting with like-minded people. Now, Tamara is someone who in the past has suffered with mental health herself. So she's someone who's always looking to try and improve herself, to grow herself, and to you know, build that mindset and become a better person in every way. But not only that, she now has that drive and that passion to want to help other people do the same in the space that we're in. So I'm very excited, Tamara, to listen to your information on the Healthy Mind Platter. If you can start, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Janelle. Just beware, I have 3 kids at home with me, so you may hear crying, screaming, mom, mom, mom. Anyways, all right, so let's get started. So I came across this info only a few months ago, actually. So it's by a man named Dr. Dan Siegel. I think that's how you pronounce it. So it's called the Healthy Mind Platter, and essentially it's like the food pyramid, right, that teaches us what we should eat and in what quantities and stuff like that. But I guess he decided that there was 7 daily essential mental activities to optimize brain matter and create well-being. So he came up with these 7 different ways to help with that. So the first one is focus time. So when we closely focus on tasks in a goal-oriented way, we take on challenges that make deep connections in the brain. So I guess that could be like obviously setting a goal, study, learning, having a gratitude book even, doing things that can help change our habits. So doing something for a period of time. It could even be like doing a 6-week health challenge because you're focused on a task. It could be a matter of making a list every day of what you want to accomplish in the day or what needs getting done. So they're just some things that I thought of in relation to that. And for me, like the habits, especially for me at this time, like I'm working on my gratitude journal in relation to the magic, and it's amazing. And like being able to be able to do that for 28 days in a row, and just experience the change that it makes because you're now creating a habit is just a beautiful thing. So the next one is playtime. So, which I think is awesome because being an adult, we don't do this. Yeah. So when we allow ourselves to be spontaneous or creative, playfully enjoying novel experiences, we help make new connections in the brain, which is such a beautiful thing that we can make new connections, that we don't have to stick to our old ways. We don't have to live in our adult life of boring, stressful things, that we can be as children again and be magical and have fun. So for my family, we love playing games, whether they be board games or just any kind of game. We love dancing. We love exploring. Like if we go out walking, we'll do like, sing songs like going on a bear hunt, or just
we love that
look up things as we go. Yeah. So all those wonderful things can help just help you relax and play. So the other one is connecting time, which I'm sure we can all agree at this time we're all realizing how truly important connecting is. So when we connect with other people, ideally in person, and when we take time to appreciate our connection to the natural world around us, we activate and reinforce the brain's relational circuitry. So I don't know, like I just feel like that in itself helps us realize how truly important that is. Sorry that I keep looking down, I'm just looking at my notes.
That's okay.
So I guess for me, what I've been realizing is that connection is really about truly breaking down barriers. So opening up our hearts, being trusting others and allowing people to see our vulnerabilities, and just being like letting people in. It really helps. So Janelle and I actually have connected a lot more because of a women's circle that we're a part of. So things like that helps. And even though we can't be in person at this time, there are ways to do it online. And I've just been checking in on all my friends, and I've had some beautiful experiences where people have shared some pretty deep and personal things, just purely because we've been able to, I guess, spend more time to connect than we probably usually would. So the next one is physical time. Now, I'm sure we all know how important being physical is, how moving our body is really important. So when we move our bodies aerobically, if medically possible, we strengthen the brain in many ways. So I didn't know what aerobically meant, so I looked it up, and apparently it means with oxygen. So any various sustained exercise, such as jogging, rowing, swimming, cycling, that stimulates and strengthens the heart and lungs, thereby improving the body's utilization of oxygen. So I really like that, because for me, I'm not a big person that likes to do weights or anything like that. I just love being able to dance and move and get out in nature. And so I think, all of that stuff combined is really, really important for our health. And doing what makes us happy, that's what I've realized. If I don't like what I'm doing, it doesn't make me feel good, I'm not going to want to continue doing it.
I think that's everyone, isn't it? That's so many people, because like when you exercise in the way that you enjoy it, it's creating those happy hormones, it's releasing endorphins, and it's, triggering our happy hormones in many different ways. And so you're going to want to keep doing it. You've got the brain waves that go, yes, I like this. And so you want to keep doing that. And that's what helps with the social aspect and the physical aspect in many ways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then there's only a few more. We okay for time?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, cool. Sorry if I'm rushing through this. I just didn't want to run out of time, but also I can be a fast
You're fine.
Well.
You're fine.
So the next one is time in. So when we quietly reflect internally, focusing on sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts, we help to better integrate the brain. So I know for me, meditation and visualization can be hard, especially when I have children around that I can't just like block out or be quiet or slow down. But I do know that that is so important because we lived such a rushed lifestyle. It's what's next, what's next. But it's so important. And I have experienced that myself, to just be able to just slow down, but go inside too, to connect with whatever higher being you believe in. So for me, it's God, and being able to just visualize beautiful things, whether it be things that we have now and are grateful for, things that we desire, things that just make us happy, that bring us joy. And especially at this time when we can't maybe get out in nature as much or connect with people, maybe being able to meditate or visualize, you know, a beautiful beach that we like to attend, we can't go to at the moment, or whatever it may be. So I think the other important thing with that is, and what I've experienced, is when you have time in like that, you truly learn how to feel. Like, I feel like we've forgotten how to feel our emotions. And so when you can actually learn to feel them and process them and let them go, it just makes you such a healthier and happier person. So the next one is downtime. So when we are non-focused without any specific goal and let our mind wander or simply relax, we help the brain recharge. Now, how
hard is that?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, especially for women. So I've asked my husband, because we watched this presentation from a Baptist priest in America, where he gave the two different brains, and the man's brain apparently is boxes, and they have another nothing box where they literally do nothing. And I asked my husband, he's like, yeah, that's true. And I was like, I want a nothing box, because apparently how women's brains are wired, well, that's the thing, we're wired. So there's all these wires crossing and connecting, and it's just like we don't stop. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I would love to have a nothing box to just seriously do nothing. So yeah, so I know that it is possible to be able to achieve that. I just need to be able to, I guess, set a time maybe to just be able to acknowledge that in that moment I'm doing nothing. And then when thoughts come, if I need to remember them, I'll jot them down for later. Don't need to do it now. And then, just to like process any other thoughts or feelings and just let them go and just try and do nothing. So it's something that I definitely want to work on. I have not accomplished it yet, but I know that it's important. Yeah. But it's funny to see that in the contrast to focus time. So we need to have time where we're totally focused on something, goal orientated, to then have time to just do nothing. So the next one and the last one is sleep time. So I'm sure we all acknowledge how important it is to sleep. We all need it to recharge and to feel good, to be able to function, and it helps on many different levels. And sleep is hard to get when you have a little baby, but I do get it, and I take every moment I can. So in relation to sleep, I've learned that there are different sleep cycles. There's 4 or 5, I believe. I forgot to write it down, sorry. But as you go and learn about sleep for yourself, because I feel like sleep can be a very individualized thing. Some people say they need 6, some say they need 8, some feel like they're night owls, some say they're morning people. I don't know what works best for you. I seem to stay up late at night, but I feel like my life would be nicer if I got up earlier, because I'd accomplish more. I think every season of our life and every time, depending on children and other circumstances, work and everything else, there is a season for what works for us in relation to sleep. But I didn't want to focus too much on what I'd learned about that, because I felt that it's something that, we definitely need to learn for ourselves, what works for us. The only things that I have learned that could help is that if you do want to change sleep patterns, it's good to start slow. Don't just try and get yourself, go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6 and hope that that works, because you might be too tired. And some people are strong and push through that. For me personally, it's not working. So I'm trying to go to bed 15 minutes early every night to wake up 15 minutes early the next day. Another thing is...
That's so good.
Oh, Baba. Yeah, he's tired. Sorry, I disappeared. My phone is dying. Anyway, she's tired, so I'm going to leave it there. But I hope that what I was able to share with you helped in some way to help you I mean, I don't accomplish all those things every day, but I ideally would like to at some point, even just 5 minutes on each of those things a day. That's 35 minutes in your day, being able to just keep your mind healthy. So if you want to look it up, it's The Healthy Mind Platter by Dr. Dan Siegel. I'll put the link up in the comments. You can check it out for yourself and learn some more. So
thank you.
Thanks for listening.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And they're things, like you say, they're things that we probably know, but we forget about, or we need reminded of.
Yes.
And this all comes down to the mindset muscle. You know, our mind or our brain is a muscle, just like the muscles in our body. So you've got to keep working at it to build that muscle and to change habits and conditionings before it can get better. It can't just happen overnight. Like you say, with the sleep, it's something that we have to work at time and time again and over again for it to become a new habit and a new subconscious, you know. So I really feel that the information you gave is so good and so powerful and worth looking into right now, especially with what's going on in the world right now. We need to look into this stuff and start using it, because it can help calm the nerves. It helps to keep our mindset and our emotions in check, but also, like you say, the physical aspect. And they even say, like, socializing, if you're someone who likes to socialize, or you go out and you make the effort to socialize a lot, they're the people that have more vitality, they live longer, you know. And that's, you know, like you were saying with our women's circle and stuff, it's really beneficial for us to be doing that sort of stuff to help that mindset muscle and to keep ourselves in check and our emotions strong and those sorts of things. But also, like you say, all of this comes down to helping our happy hormones and our stress levels to reduce. And we know that stress is such a big thing in our bodies, and we need to make sure that we're keeping that in check, because we don't want high stress. High stress leads to high inflammation, that leads to disease and conditions, right? You know this. So thank you so much, Tamara.
Yeah.
I truly appreciate your time, and I know it's hard to do this with Bubba, but you did it, you got through it. And so we'll leave it there, guys, but thank you all, and we'll see you all again tomorrow on the next one. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for what you added as well. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.